Amanda, and I am an Amelia James rep. And in today's video, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is why I decided to leave LuLaRoe and then why I decided to join Amelia James. Okay, so first let me start with my background with LuLaRoe, because a lot of people always wonder, like, why did you leave LuLaRoe in the first place? So let me just paint a picture for you, okay? All right, so I signed up to be in the LuLaRoe queue back in March of 2017, so just this year. And I got onboarded early at the end of April. I attended the Be On Purpose tour, got onboarded early, got my inventory the first week of May. So that's when I officially started selling LuLaRoe. My first month I did just under $12,000 in retail sales. My second month I did $10,500, and then my third month I did around, I think it was around like $7,000. I kind of slowed down on purpose, but then wanted to really ramp it up because LuLaRoe was doing a promo where you get the Fast Start program, you get a free 50-piece order. So I wanted to make sure I hit that goal at least so that I could get in on that promo. But somewhere in my month 3, I started questioning whether or not LuLaRoe was the right choice for me. And what really kind of drove it home and really like made my decision was convention. So I went to convention at the end of July, and that was kind of like the make or break point for me, and it broke me. So there are a few reasons why I decided to leave LuLaRoe. Ultimately, the convention just kind of, it wasn't because of convention, but convention just kind of opened my eyes to everything and made me kind of just wake up a little bit and realize what I was doing and question whether or not there was a better choice out there. So the first and biggest reason that I decided to leave LuLaRoe was because I had no control over my inventory. So yes, I could choose the styles that I wanted to carry, I could choose the sizes, but I had no control over what prints I was carrying. And to be honest, like for the last few orders that I had gotten from the warehouse, I was extremely disappointed. There were like three or four pieces out of the minimum 30 that you have to order that were stylish in my opinion. So it was a little disappointing thinking, wow, I just spent like $500, $600 on this 30-piece order, and there's like 3 or 4 things in here that I would have picked myself to sell to my customers. So that was the biggest thing. The biggest reason was because I just didn't have any control over my inventory. The second reason was that there are a lot of consultants. So I'm sure, you know, when you were signing up to become a LuLaRoe consultant, you were probably bombarded with videos about it's not oversaturated, like you're fine, there's enough to go around. And in a sense, I do agree with that. I do believe that LuLaRoe has created a structure to where it kind of eliminates competition a little bit, but you do get to the point where there are too many consultants. And in my opinion, I think they onboarded consultants way too quickly. They should have put a halt. Even when I had gotten in the queue, they were onboarding 500 consultants a day. That's insane. 500 consultants a day. Crazy. So that was another reason, was that I just found that there were a lot of consultants, and in my life, in my business, I just wanted to be doing something different. I didn't want to just be selling LuLaRoe like everybody else. So that was another thing. And then the third reason were just the styles. So LuLaRoe, I got into LuLaRoe when I had just had my second baby. I was kind of in like this styling rut. I wouldn't get out of my pajamas most days because I was home. I work from home. So I was just kind of like in this rut. And when I found LuLaRoe, I was like, oh my gosh, I can wear leggings and be cute at the same time. So that was just a plus for me. And the shirts are super comfortable and everything, but I was just craving something different. I was craving something new, a little more detail, a little more like structure to pieces. Like I love the Amelia, I love the Madison because they have a little bit more structure to them. But I was just really wanting something different from LuLaRoe. And when I went to convention and they released 2 jean jackets, I was just like, why? Like, why would you do 2 jean jackets? And then they released a few more styles that I wasn't a huge fan of. Again, like I said, I just wanted something more. I wanted something different. I wanted some more detail and some more like thought into each of the pieces. So that was something else that kind of sealed the deal for me, where just the styles and knowing what sort of company they are and their culture, I know that they're not going to come out with styles in the future that I would want. So like they'll never have sleeveless tops, they'll never have dresses that go above your knees. I'm only 5'4", so I have to have stuff that's above my knees or it makes me look even shorter than I already am. So those are just a few of the reasons I ultimately decided to leave LuLaRoe. But here's the thing, I loved selling clothes. Like I did very well. I was successful, depending on like how you define success. And I wasn't ready to like close up shop or anything. I had a lot of really loyal customers and I was having a lot of fun. Like I enjoyed the entire process of selling clothes. So I knew that I didn't want to necessarily go anywhere. But the question is like, okay, so if I don't want to sell LuLaRoe, now what do I do? Like, who do I sign up under? While I was actually in the LuLaRoe queue back in March, I had also signed up under the queue for Agnes and Dora. But after going to a local consultant's house for Agnes and Dora, I tried on the clothes and I wasn't thrilled with how they fit me. I felt like the LuLaRoe clothes fit me a little bit better, so that's why I decided to go with LuLaRoe then. But I did circle back around once I made this decision to leave LuLaRoe. I did circle back around to Agnes and Dora. I put myself in the queue again because I wasn't sure how long it was going to take to get around to emailing me again. So I put my name in the queue and I kind of started watching YouTube videos, looking at the current styles, and I really did actually enjoy the styles that they have out right now. But the issue I ran into was, were there already too many Agnes and Dora consultants? Was I going to run into the same issue that I did with LuLaRoe? Not as far as the styles, because I think that Agnes and Dora has much more stylish clothing than LuLaRoe does, but was I going to run into the same issue where there were too many consultants? And I'm sure this is the case for like every company. Once they get 4 years in, there's going to be a lot more consultants than when they first started. So anyways, I decided not to go with Agnes and Dora, but while I was researching Agnes and Dora, I came across like Honey and Lace, which is another similar one, and then somehow stumbled across a brand called Amelia James, which was called My Amelia James, now is called Amelia James. And I was intrigued. I had no idea what this company was. I'm trying to remember even the first video I watched. I think it was just really kind of a backstory. And then I saw the clothes and I was kind of hooked. Like I was like, wow, these are really cute clothes. And the price points were actually a little bit less than LuLaRoe and what I was used to selling. So I knew my customers would be really interested in it as well. And I knew as far as the styles go, they would love the new styles. They were just kind of like looking for something different. So I did a little more research. I got on the phone with my sponsoring rep and asked her a million questions, and which I'll definitely cover in another video. Now that I have the answers to those questions, I'm sure that some of you will find those answers really helpful. So, but anyways, I got on the phone with her and she kind of explained everything to me, and I was in. Like I signed up and I started buying inventory from other consultants and all this kind of stuff. So anyways, I'm not going to get into that, but let me tell you all like why the 3 reasons, I think 3, no, I have 4 reasons, you guys. 4 reasons why I decided to join Amelia James after I left LuLaRoe. So the first reason was that it was such a new company. So I was looking for something. I also run a web design business. That's where I make the majority of my money. That's how I pay myself. So this clothing venture is just kind of like it's a fun side project for me that I'm hoping will turn into something more. But I am very aware that I have more money coming from my other business than I do with this one. So I have a little bit of room to play as far as this business goes. And when I wanted to choose another one, like I said, Agnes and Dora, was really interested in them, but I questioned myself whether or not there were already too many reps again. So Amelia James, and the fact that they just started in December 2016, they officially launched so reps could actually start selling in February of 2017. And when I signed on, there were, I think, just 500 reps. That's crazy. Like, that is the ground floor, that is the startup, and I was really excited to be able to go along on that journey with them. I saw a lot more growth opportunity for not only myself, the company as well. They're making a lot of changes to benefit the consultants, and I just am really excited to kind of follow this journey and learn just from being on this experience of a startup company like this. There's a lot to learn, and it's fun to just kind of watch them and watch the changes that they make. And I love how they listen to their reps, and they're growing in a direction where they really do listen to what we have to say and what our requests are. And that was really interesting to me as well. So that was ultimately the reason I decided to go with Amelia James. But besides that, there were also a few other reasons. So number two, I guess, the styles that they carry are much more my style. So they have more detail, like this top right here, how it has like the crisscross neck. This is a leggings material top, you guys. Like in LuLaRoe, that was a unicorn, was to find anything in leggings material. I don't have to hunt and search for things in leggings material. Like this adorable top, let me show you the rest of it, comes in leggings material, and it's so cute. I love it so much, and I love the little crisscross. I like just the little added detail to each of the tops. There are so many other styles, which I'll definitely show in another video what the current styles are, because there's a lot. But just overall, the styles were much more like up my alley, and they were something that I would go onto a website and I would pick for myself anyways. So the fact that I was able to buy those at wholesale and sell those to customers was just a bonus, because I wanted them too. So the third reason that I went with Amelia James is because I have full control over my inventory. Like I said, I get to choose what styles I want to carry. That's not unlike any other company that you would go with, as far as I know. But not only do I get to pick my styles, I also get to pick my patterns and my prints, and whether or not I want solids and what sizes. I mean, everything down to the style, the size, the pattern, the print, the solid, the color, whatever it is, I choose, and I choose to carry that in my inventory. I choose how many I want of each things. It is more along the lines of actually running a clothing boutique, where you are the owner and you are deciding which inventory you want to carry, and you're curating that collection for your customers based on what they like and what you sell the most of. So that was a huge bonus for me, because I did not have that control in LuLaRoe. So I was really looking for the ability to be able to choose what I was selling to my customers. And then my last reason, and this was pretty big too, because I was coming from LuLaRoe. I have all of this inventory that I have to sell back to LuLaRoe. So another thing that attracted me to Amelia James is the low startup cost. So all of these direct sales clothing companies have some sort of startup cost. For LuLaRoe, the minimum to start was $5,000. For Agnes and Dora, I believe it's $3,000, I think is their lowest package. For Amelia James, there's three options. There's a $1,000 kit, a $3,000 kit, and a $5,000 kit. You get to choose. But here's the thing, as soon as you buy your kit, you have access to start buying inventory from other consultants at wholesale, and you have access to start participating in launches. And launches in Amelia James they usually do weekly launches where they release new styles. And then they also have a restock page where it has some of the older styles that had already been launched, where you can just restock your inventory. So as soon as you purchase that kit, no matter what size, so I went with a $1,000 kit. As soon as I purchased that kit, I was able, I think next day, I was able to log in and start ordering more inventory, and I could start selling as soon as I received that inventory. So it's very different to any other company that I know out there. With LuLaRoe, I think the wait time was like 8 to 10 weeks when I was in the queue. Agnes and Dora, it was about, it's a little bit shorter now. I think it was like 3 weeks by the time I got my email, so that's not bad. But the thing is you still have to wait for your kit to arrive even with them. And with Amelia James, you get to start selling right away. And it's $1,000 to get started. So, that was something that was obviously very intriguing to me, coming from LuLaRoe, having all of this inventory that I have to sell back, and being able to get started right away selling these clothes was a huge bonus. So that's it. That's why I decided to leave LuLaRoe, and that's why I decided to go with Amelia James instead. So if you guys are interested in becoming an Amelia James rep, or maybe you have some more questions, please comment below. I'm gonna look through those questions too, and that's gonna help me create the FAQ video that I wanna do as well. So you would definitely be helping me just to make sure that I am answering the questions that you guys have. And then make sure you subscribe too, because I'm planning on releasing at least weekly videos. I've got a whole list of videos that I wanna make, so make sure you're subscribed as well so that you get updates whenever I release a new video. All right, thanks guys, bye.